Hello, welcome back to Quasimorph. Now to capture faction is pretty easy, you just need to upgrade your ship to the navigation until you reach this point over here, which will make things a little more annoying, because the faster you reach this point and the faster you capture a corporation, the easier it will get, because you should capture corporations that have around 3000 power level. If you capture them later, it will be kind of hard. Allies will appear in proxy missions, which will be very fun. I think they only appear on one floor, not all of the floors like before. They used to make the missions trivial. Mission consequences, I guess that means you'll be able to do more against the faction. So if you do a mission against a faction, that faction will really feel the pain. Just extra effects on the mission. So if you steal technology, I think this will steal more from them, more technology progress. Also change our faction type, which I'm not really sure what it does. I never really tried it. Probably doesn't really matter. Production speed is probably the most important one, which means all of the stations under your control will produce items faster. Now I have a video about all of the factions, I'll also link it in the comments. And you can only conquer the minor factions, which means you cannot conquer the Hexarchy members, you cannot conquer the rebels, you cannot conquer, well, I guess this is a bit of a discussion, but you cannot conquer the pirates, more or less just because they have all of these great rewards over here, especially at rank 10. Which means you'll want to capture your own faction and then kind of become friends with the pirates. That's kind of like the mid-game to end-game goal as well. You'll also just get a button over here. It says capture the faction. But sadly, I guess this is the part of the game where they don't make it very clear. You have to capture their headquarters. Their headquarters is not very well defined. Usually it will be the last mission you have over here. And you actually have, well, I'm not sure if you noticed, but you actually have a sign, a symbol, your Magnum Corporation, and this is your corporation sign. Well, I guess it's a PMC sign, but you get the idea. The problem is, it takes 180 days to get there, so don't do this. Don't capture a very far away faction unless you have everything under control over here, meaning bit tilty a lot. This clan should only be owning 2 properties. I mean, they basically have their temple and a bathroom outside, or an outhouse as they call it. And yeah, these two are kind of your biggest threats. Realware is also pretty beaten down compared to the other factions, but sadly Tianming kind of escaped. They really escaped my grasp because I was busy doing other stuff. Also, as you can see, the power of this faction is super high. In this case, the best case would be to capture, let's say, Grasshopper, but I don't really like their gear. Now, why do I want to capture Sunlight Coven? Sunlight Coven has the biggest potential to become as big as the Hexarchy. So you really don't want to leave them alone for too long. Yeah, in the beginning they can have nice trades because they give you mine ships and class ships as a tier 1 reward, which is awesome. Plus they're kind of hard to fight with all of their laser weapons. In a tier 3 they get a laser rifle that is kind of a sniper rifle that has spears with a ton of damage and stuff. They also have the laser turrets, and as you can imagine, it's very hard to fight them. Their armors are not really that great, but they offer decent resistances, and over here at tech tier 6 is going to be a problem. They will give you one of the best sniper rifles in the game, and as you can imagine, if you get shot with this thing, it will really hurt a lot. That's fun. Also, they have the Power Sword, which is a Space Marines Warhammer 40k reference, more or less. And then they just have some of these weapons over here, which are not very good. This is a backpack. I mostly wanted to own them for their backpacks, but also some of their heavy weapons, and I think this weapon will be very cool. Their armor, it looks kind of like a war machine type of thing. So yeah, this is why I will probably always conquer the Sunlight Coven, and sadly, like I said, they're super far away. I guess there's no easy way to do it, and if you initiate the capture mission, by the way, if you want to cancel the faction you want to capture, meaning you, let's say, you press to capture Sun Daydream Camps, but you want to capture, let's say, Church of Revelation, then you just have to wait until the mission expires, which is not such a bad thing. I mean, yeah, just wait until the mission expires and you can declare your capture status again. Now, as a note, you probably should invest in having the Brahmafuturian engine, which will make things a lot easier, but sadly, I don't want to do this just yet, because most people will not have this once they start to capture a faction, and it's also going to involve you doing a story mission, and I don't want to do those either. Look at the time passing.
You are going for the orbit.
Also, funny enough, you can watch all of the planets in the distance, and this is how space feels. Oof. I hope the factions don't get crazy in the months we went away. Oh, that's also an achievement. See beams glitter in the dark. Meh. So capture again the faction. Hyperion. Oof. I hate when this happens so much. Okay, so they usually the factions have two headquarters, and it can be a little bit of a problem. Sometimes they can give you a bad one, sometimes they can give you a good one. You can see the power concentration is 5,000 just because they have a lot of power themselves. Yeah, it doesn't look so bad, I guess. This clan is also very badly beaten. Dilt is a little stronger. Tianming is still of a big problem. We'll take tier 7. Okay. So yeah, be careful. Wow, that's quite the view. Yeah, like I said, some factions will have two headquarters, but usually don't really have to deal with that. So this will be a very hard mission because the boss of the faction is actually a capable warrior. You're not going to fight some old CEO with robotics in his back. No, no, no. You're going to fight a super soldier stronger than yourself. Let's just do a little bit of a recap of what we have. Cortex Stimulator, which is crit chances, reload speed. I guess I don't really need this because this is just extremely bad. You don't really get stunned. This has no drawbacks, but to be honest, I don't think we need the extra vest slot. I will install it anyway because you get more dodge. Oh, I miss my upgrades so much. I had the upgrade that made me invulnerable to fire on the floor, and it was also a foot implant. I lost it, obviously. I also have a chest implant, which is kind of interesting. But calorie consumption plus 50% is going to scare me away. I guess we have this thing over here, which makes us immune to shock status. I think I'll just leave it like it's there. We will not get the bonus from shock resistance because we just have too many things going. Oh, that's not such a big problem. Also had a knee implant that upgraded our dodge and some other stuff. So this is the more important one. I guess we can use this one. I think I'll use this one. Reloading is not such a big problem. I guess I can use it to show you more of the gameplay, more or less. Yeah, let's use this one. Other than that, not much else. This is kind of like one of my weakest builds so far, just because I lost so many good implants with a few deaths. As for preparation, well, it's still going to be an extremely hard mission. By the way, you cannot change the faction. It would be so fun if you make the mission for Sunlight and you capture the Magnum. Oh, that would be hilarious. Okay, sorry, I'm just having a little too much fun. Also take the shovel with me just because I might need. Let's put this over here. I'm not sure what Quasimorphs are here, but probably they'll help us with most of the fighting. The only thing I'm afraid of is that we'll starve, so we'll take actually one of the PMC rations, which is actually super light compared to the cans as well. You count the calories based on this, it's such a big difference. We also might want to have a little more weapons. Actually, I think this will have to be enough. I don't want to go too well geared because some people not really have what I have right now. And yeah, we just have the Archbishop and the J-Hammer C22. It should be enough. I'm kind of debating if I should use better ammo because we have better ammo. So this is the basic ammo, crit chance. And this is armor penetration. The gun doesn't have armor penetration, so we'll actually, yeah, let's use this one. Remember to unload the ammo as well from the gun. For the... I guess I could use flechettes. You do lose some range, but you have so much accuracy. As a critical chance modifier is so good. You also have 4 fragments. Over here you have 5, so that's also something you should keep in mind. Plus it's wounding and also armor penetration, so yeah, you kind of notice a theme over here. Okay, so we'll just use some slightly better ammo. Also, before you start, make sure everything is repaired. You'll not have a chance to do it later. Once the chaos starts, it's just pure chaos. Remember, you can also just bring some extra stuff in your shuttle. You don't have to bring everything in your inventory. Okay. I'm a bit scared because usually this mission... Oh, we're so heavy. This mission is kind of hard no matter how you view things. I mean, it was kind of a 10-minute introduction to this, but... Heavy security. I'm not sure if that always happens. I should also have brought the eyes that cleared the level. I guess you cannot see the map, but you can still look... Oh, it's over there. So we have 4 action points and we can shoot very accurately while we're on the move. Well, I guess if they didn't want to play, that's not my problem. So the boss will be over there. Now it's actually kind of a bad thing if you just rush to the boss, because then you'll be attacked by enemies from the back. I'm debating the way I should do this. That's kind of fun. I wish I would use those things. Oh, you get an extra look at the backpack. As you can see, it's a huge load weight modifier, minus 65%, plus the reloading, plus it has the servo arm. It's basically an upgraded helper. But these guys are kind of annoying. Look at all of their stuff. Yeah, you really need... Okay, that's why I have this. We made too much noise. I guess we should eat a little bit before we go. Yeah, my recommendation is that you try to destroy the wall and don't engage the boss directly. Because the boss usually is extremely competent at fighting. Now the problem is... I guess this will have to do. To circle. Eric. Yeah, it's a named enemy. I'm not sure what they threw at me. Shall be wearing their best armor, sadly. Wow, this has so many stats. You really need armor penetration. I guess this, technically speaking, their bosses might not have all of this, but usually they do. I was not expecting them to have so much firepower. Yeah, we're already injured. And they still hit me. Oh man, I think they hit my leg or something. Okay. Oh, I don't have anything to heal because I didn't bring stuff to heal. Well, that's so bad. Oh man, well, let's just redo that level. I guess I made a lot of mistakes. I was thinking, hey, this will be an easy in and out mission, but I guess I got hit by something really fast. Oh man, this game is so annoying so many times. Just a little mistake can cause you. I guess it was over before I knew it, because there's no way you're going to defeat the boss if you're not going to jump or surprise him. I guess I was not sure what type of grenades they would use. So not even the... Yeah, you can press Alt F4 to redo the level. I don't recommend you do it, but I guess it was good that we saw that in action. So we know what we need to do. Again, it's not about cheating, it's just about the way the game is designed. So definitely only use sniper rifles, otherwise you'll not be able to kill them. This weapon is not so strong, I guess you just got a bit lucky. I will take the damage. Why is there a skull there? What happened? Okay, we really died that time. No, I think we're dead. Oh man, this game is so weird sometimes with stuff like this. I mean, you shouldn't really have one-shot kills like that with all of this stuff. But I guess it just goes to prove that sometimes you'll just be extremely unlucky and there's nothing you can do about it. Do we get another chance at this? No, we don't get a chance at this because Percy, poor old Percy, is dead for good. Yeah, well. Right, so he's a basic clone with not much to say or to do. Okay. Take number 2, and this time he'll be a basic clone. He doesn't even have all of his upgrades. Actually, doesn't have any upgrades whatsoever.
Secure the perimeter.
Who said that? I guess you can take those for luck. You just go straight to the other floor with this. Okay, please don't be... It's down there. I guess there's no other way. We just have to clear the entire level, yeah. Probably just to make sure. Oh, they're really going to try their best. This will take a while. Oh, this place doesn't have Quasimorph bosses. Oh, that's interesting. I don't need to loot anything. Oh, look at this guy. It's a knight. Oh, that guy doesn't joke around. Things like this make me really scared because that guy will just kill almost anyone in melee no matter what items they have. Oh, they have the dodge reflex module. I like that one. There's no point in running, to be honest, because... Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot to take items that actually repair my guns. And I hate this game so much sometimes. Not because you forget things, but you just get extremely bored after a while. And forget even common sense. Also, I recommend you always look at the boss, because sometimes he'll just decide to charge you. Can you please hit him?
I see the truth.
Yeah, I hate this game so much sometimes. Why is it like this? Why is the game like this with enemies? I cleared that entire area and we're so far away from the rest of the other stuff. Man. Attempt, this is technically attempt number 4, right? Yeah, who's counting? Okay, now let's not make another mistake, because I will go crazy if I make another small mistake and just die like that. I guess this mission will always be extremely dangerous, even if you do it early. Wow, you have to fight the entire level to get there this time. Just bad RNG, I guess. So the least I can fight... It's not going to work. What is this thing over here? The judge, ABC augmented limb? Are you telling me he has a machine gun arm and a rocket launcher and is extremely mean and ready to kill me? Okay, that was a bad move from their part. That smoke? What is happening there? What are they doing? I guess you have some medical supplies over here. Now, I was going to say, I'll play this as smart as I can, and I will... I guess I really needed this ammo for the boss, but forget about it. Well, I guess lucky me. Hey, are you guys done with this? I guess we'll have to unload the ammo, load it. Are they an endless swarm? I think it's the entire level again. Check to see if the boss is moving towards your position. I don't think we're done. Yeah, again, the mission difficulty is so deceiving, especially when you're fighting higher tier factions. These guys are maniacs. Look at all of the things they're bringing to the fight. Okay, I forgot that alcohol is basically useless right now if you don't have the sorbent. Otherwise, well, I guess you can technically drink a lot more. What crate is that? It's armor case. Useless. These guys have everything except, you know, food and basic items. Don't want... Well, I guess I have to eat it. So we're probably going to starve because I always forget one or two things after I die once. Ooh. Hey, thank you, he saved me. And a little juice. Okay, this is like Tarkov. You cannot let the enemy go away from your sight. Okay, that took a while. What happened there? Man, the power concentration in this level is so deceiving. That's why I was trying to kill the guy with sneakiness. Because otherwise you never have enough weapons and ammo and stuff to do it. And I guess we can maybe eat a little more, so he'll definitely be waiting for me over there, and there's no point in attacking the room directly. I think this is as far as I'm willing to go. Is this overkill? Of course it's overkill. You should never use more than 2 turrets. But I'm so tired of this mission already. It's like I'm doing this forever.
We are her chosen witches.
Okay, that's already exceptionally bad because... Okay, to circle. They are already killing the turrets and I don't have a shot on the enemies. Okay, the boss is next. Oh, you're playing dirty. Okay, I can play dirty as well. No, he had smoke grenades. He's also not going to be alone. Yeah, I was pretty sure he had a few more guards. Yeah, I guess the problem is I was not expecting the guards to be so elite. They're actually much stronger than our own clone. I think they buffed the guards a little too much maybe, but I guess it was to be expected. This will hurt if they shoot me. Are we done? We are done. What is all of this stuff? I cannot believe how hard this was for no good reason. I guess I should also reload this. Okay. Let's just try and get some of the items out. I wanted to reload, but I guess I forgot I don't have any more ammo. It's going to be bad. Yeah, I guess I could have gotten so many implants out of them, but that's how the game is sometimes. You just don't have enough time. This is the true circle, and this is their endgame armor. A laser rifle. This one worth taking? I think it is worth taking just as a novelty item. I guess I can see my mistakes a little better right now. There's no way you can defeat all of that, to be honest. You know, they just had the Bionic Knee. That's extremely weak, in my opinion. So this is Eric, the guy. He didn't even have the best armor. He just had the worst armor, and his bodyguards had the best. And maybe we'll try just to get this final implant. Oh, okay. Okay, now you're speaking my language, game. We have enough of those. Okay, I guess we can loot a little more, because this was mostly to loot the armors. And that gun, to be sure we extract with it. So the infection will actually start to drop at some point. Okay, we have time for a little more looting. Such an intense episode. I guess this was more for the intensity than anything else. I guess you can also use more frame armor. Oh, he had some extra chips that he was hiding from me. I guess I don't really need the pistol. I guess, no. No, I guess we do not need that much ammo. We'll probably die at some point. And lose the weapon before we get to fire all of its ammo. Oh, we got even the steroid cyber gland. What is this supposed to be? 40 health? Are you joking me? Why do you just get 40 health out of the blue? I guess that's a lot of health. In some situations it would help, not in all of them though. Yeah, let me just get one of those pistols. Okay, let's check the rest of the dudes for some other implants. It's so tempting to just check the other floors because I don't know why, but it seems like Sunlight Coven has a lot of implants sometimes. Even with these very low chances of getting the implants, I still got them. I guess I really want to take another weapon with me. I should really take... Oh, that's the lower tier one. I guess I can take the laser shotgun and call it a day. Tempting to go back and... No, let's just extract, because this was supposed to be a video where I showcase more of the actions and other things. Super hard. But again, it can be done with just minimal preparations if you are willing to wait enough. Okay, we are the Masters of Sunlight Coven. This is the reward for that. This is, by the way, only the reward from the scavengers, which is extremely interesting because you never really get a chance to see how good the scavengers are until you get to this part. I guess they brought the worst armor they could find. Percy, you are an idiot and you deserve to be treated like an idiot. Okay, so now we have the faction under our control, Sunlight Coven. Let me see where we are over here. Yeah, so you do lose some power and some standing, I guess. It's very interesting that the second time it was a free floor mission and it was harder, but anyway, it doesn't matter. So now we get all of their stuff for free. Whenever they're producing something, you can get it for free. So I also like to take a location with a lot of locations, because if they have a lot of locations, that means you can get a lot of cool stuff for free. And they were pretty high tech level, so that means we actually get a lot more loot. So this is why I didn't bother too much with looting, because you can just get everything for free anyway. You can disassemble them. Yeah, we'll get everything. But they don't sell their armors, their high-end armors, but they do sell some of their high-end guns. Why do they have so much guac? Okay, they're really weird. You see they also double with the Accord. Yeah, they have the Crusader Razor Rifle, so they really had some of their best stuff on sale for us. Oh, there is more, okay. Someone has been very, very busy. Pirates was, oh, I'll do some missions over here. We need to do so much work to get Percy back on track with his equipment. That's a rocket launcher we have. Interesting. We have some interesting things over here that we unlocked. Now, I don't think there's a way to put all of the GVAC automatically in the cryo chamber. Oh, it's a limit to this? Oh, then it's not so good. Why is there a limit to this? So see, this is all of the free stuff you can get as a reward. Now again, it's risk versus reward. If you're not going to cheese the game, or if you're going... I mean, even if you try to cheese it, you'll just get beaten up sometimes. The only thing I don't like is that you cannot really see where all of these locations are. I think the developers should add something like, oh yeah, Magnum's proxy, they're our proxy. They should add something like, where are your best facilities with the most amount of items you can take for them, or something like that. I'm not sure if there is such a thing. I guess our faction is very easy to find right now. Wait a minute, where is our faction? Oh, yeah, over here. It's PGM. I guess it's private. What the pilgrims? Oh, it doesn't matter. I guess we're just going to have to look for this. Okay, so that's it, and that's how you can get some of the better stuff. Also, let me look at something over here. Our tech tier is 9. Why is the tech tier 9 right now? Was it always 9? Did we die and we waited so much time until... I don't know. I guess something's happened and everyone just got a little bit crazy. So this is tech tier 9. And you can even look at the endgame gun, which is the cryo laser HMG, which is the heavy machine gun cryo laser. And it has pierce through a range of 6. And it shoots 8. The problem with this thing will be the ammo, because it uses battery ammo, but this thing will go crazy. And I don't think a lot of enemies will have even resistance to something like this. And the damage, if you crit, can be really big, otherwise it's not going to be so bad. But the profit pattern armor is super good, as you can see. It's more or less what you'd expect. I guess if you can get the chip for it, you should really upgrade the lightning resistance, and then it will be almost perfect, because you don't really face that many freeze damage. I guess what I'm trying to say is that if you take out these guys, no one will probably have the freeze damage except for maybe one more faction or two, or sometimes they'll have the grenades, but it's kind of like the perfect endgame armor. So this is my choice for the endgame corporation, just because they have stuff that will make you some of the strongest. Yeah, you'll just be the strongest in the game at this point with the things they give you. Let me look at some of their implants, because I rarely looked at them. I guess they give you the subdermal layer. This is not so good, but on the other hand, it doesn't have any downsides either, so I guess it's good in its own way. They have the Cryo-Nova grenade. I guess the Frost freezing gas grenade just has a huge radius. Did you see the radius on the thing, or was it this one? I don't know. I guess, I don't know, grenade will seem to have a huge amount of range. The Cryo Assault Rifle. The Cryo Assault Rifle. That's the Razor SMG. Didn't they have a sniper rifle that was shooting? Maybe this one? Yeah, maybe this one. Super radiation with this one. With the missiles, it can hold 8 missiles. Okay, this will also be a lot of fun. I guess you can roleplay as the Terminator, plus the backpacks, the Archangel backpacks. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. I guess this you'll see the edited version of all of this, and you can kind of see how intense the game is, and this is why I love the game so much, and also I hate it. If I was playing by myself, I would have probably waited around another hour just to get Percy back with the looting back on track, but it doesn't really matter, because you just have so much free stuff right now that it doesn't matter with if you have, I don't know, more loot or not from a single mission. And I guess I was expecting Saturn to have Quasimorphs. It might be one of those planets that gets Quasimorph forces later. Plus, as you can see over here, we have a ton of missions. We will probably generate a ton of missions for the pirates. I guess we'll generate the missions and then we'll fight for the pirates. Also, I guess another way to look at where you have the missions is to see where you have the active contracts. It looks like we have a lot of stuff on Yo. Okay, we have a lot of things to do over here as well. So I guess they'll be attacking us. This will be another problem because you know how I always struggle to keep all of these factions in check? A downside to having your own faction is that you'll sometimes need to defend your own factions against other attacking factions that might be 100% friendly with you. So before I end the video, forgot. Oh yeah, over here. You can change this. So you can go to scouting, to expanding, and to defense. And this will generate the missions. Now I recommend you, I guess it says over here what it will do. You can have conquest and elimination, which is the easiest way. I guess we'll just go for scouting, which is just missions that are going to weaken other factions. If you go for defense, what is the difference? Scouting will give you espionage, sabotage. I guess you'll not have the elimination mission, so probably scouting is your best option. So I also like to leave the faction to kind of degrade a little bit so the enemies have something to do and I will not really be enemies of the entire factions over here. So the next goal is to just fight Tianming until they are a little weaker, but I guess they're not so bad because they only have 11 locations. Tilt is still very weak. Tet's clan is never going to recover after all of this, sadly. And that's the way I wanted. Ancom will always be this weak because they'll just get attacked by the other factions. Okay, I guess we have reached the point of the game. This is, by the way, this is just the beginning of the mid-game. We're in the mid-game where we can have some fun right now. Because this is where we start accumulating stuff for the builds. And also this is where we have just Percy being able to do whatever he likes at this point. The only faction that can really challenge us right now is either Tianming, but their equipment is not as good as Sunlight Coven, or Dilty, but I think I can beat up Dilty a little more, especially with the stuff you will get from our faction for free. Anyway, see you next time, bye bye.